to Group Chat Over Brunch. We are here at the amazing Adun Spice Co, where we are going to share stories, laughter, tears, and wisdom. We are here for our over 40 women, and we're going to pass it over to Ramad to introduce us to her amazing spot here at Adun Spice Co.
Yes, welcome to Adun Spice Company. We are an all-natural spice shop. We carry all-natural pantry ingredients, spices, and gifts. We're located on Larchmere, 127 Larchmere Blvd. Come check us out. Come feel good. Come feel the vibe.
Yes. And fill your food with flavor.
Okay.
All of that. Yes, this space is more than just about spice. It's community, it's love, it's joy, it's warm. When you walk in here, you will feel all the vibes and leave with all the things. All right, we're going to raise our glasses to that. Cheers to Adun Spice Co. All right.
Cheers.
Welcome, BruncHERs. All right, we're going to get into a little bit of information here. We're going to start each of our episodes with a stat. And we just want y'all to know the research says from AARP, it shows that 1 in 3 U.S. adults age 45 plus report feeling lonely. That means many people in our circle, ladies, that look like us, that they experience this feeling of unseen, unheard, and disconnect. So yes, BruncHERs. We call y'all BruncHERs, and that's what the apostrophe S, because we want y'all to, this is y'all's table. We want y'all here. So yes, BruncHERs, the brunch table is very much so sacred. We're going to open this table and get into some of this.
And you are not alone.
Talk.
You are definitely not alone.
You are not alone.
I am here with you. I'm Haja Tankara. I am your host, and these are my 4 beautiful co-hosts. And we have opened this brunch table. We are going to get into this conversation. So BruncHERs, let's talk to the community. Let's talk to the BruncHERs that are out there listening, owning this table with that apostrophe S. Let's talk to them a little bit about our experience with brunch. What does the brunch table mean to you? What does the brunch table mean?
I'll go first. Peace, everyone. I'm Aunty. I'm going to self-proclaim myself the big sister of the group. Age only. That's it. I'm a yogi. I'm a positive psychologist. I'm a mom. I'm a daughter. I'm a lot of different things. But most importantly, I'm a friend, right? And so this brunch table for me, I feel like it changes as I mature, because when I was younger, it was about, I'm sophisticated. I could spend my little paycheck in fancy restaurants, right? But as I've matured, it's really about, our lives are so busy. I know mine is. And so it's about connecting, finding time with my friends who we might be in communication, but we don't see each other. So it's an opportunity to hold space and just catch up with everybody and eat good and look good at the same time.
Yes.
I think I'm going to take a bite off of that.
Who are you?
I am Bree. Hello. I'm the owner of the salon to you. I am the little sister of the group. Not by my emotions or attitude, just by my age.
She's real big there, real big emotions and attitude.
The brunch table for me, especially when I was younger, it was never like fancy. It was always, where are the bottomless mimosas and how fucked up can I get?
I mean, valid.
Right? And it was never, it was always like an adolescent thing unless I went with my mom and her friends.
Right.
And then is where I think I really actually understood is it synchronicity? Or what, like the sacredness, of the table was with my mom and her friends. Yeah. Because then I would actually hear like the real conversations and what women actually
got
go
that
through.
tea.
Yeah. So for me, when I was younger, it was like about drinking.
I think that's valid. For me, too, it was Sunday Fun Day at the spot in Houston. And so it was definitely bottomless. But you were there. You were done by 6. You can go home and sleep it off.
Oh, no, see.
Yeah.
I was going all day.
We was going all day. We was going all day.
All day.
So we're not here. And I'm the owner of Adun Spice Company. But I will just also add to that, I'm still with you on that, Bree. It's definitely, how much can we drink? We do brunch. We take a little nap. We get up. We do it all again. Brunch to me was just, like the kick it, the Sunday kick it. Yeah. A little sophisticated. I start with my mother-in-law and my sister-in-law, and we're doing mimosas, and we're doing Dutch babies with fresh fruit and powdered sugar.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Real
brunch.
Yeah. Real brunch.
That was here in Cleveland?
Yes. Oh yes. Listen, but always a good eat, a good bite. Just really just having fun with each other, just kicking back as women.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I will go next on that one. Aquia here. And brunch for me, I mean, not necessarily when I was growing up. That wasn't necessarily the thing in the household. However, when I got older and moved to Brooklyn, I was brunching all the time.
Oh, yes.
You know, and it was one of those things that was like, oh, we've arrived. You know, like it was just something about being able to go out to brunch. You know, it's a I don't know, it's like this, it's a whole world. You know what I mean? Like brunchers, there's a whole world to it. You know, you get cute, you talk to your people, you're asking everybody who's coming, what time we gonna be there, did someone make the reservation? You know, all of the things.
It's like
and
you
then
either get it or you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
You're either a BruncHER
or you're not.
Yes.
This is true.
Yes.
This is true.
And I could
This is
imagine
true.
the Brooklyn scene had to be amazing.
Oh, child.
Oh yeah. I mean, I would say for me, like brunch is like moving from the kiddie table to the adult table.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
We've arrived.
Yes.
She said, that's
Yes.
what she became. It was like,
Yes.
we've arrived.
We've arrived.
We're
We've
big
arrived.
girls
Yes.
now.
Yes.
But the community of it, coming together with my girls, like each and every one of you is so special. And I tune out everything else. Like there's nothing else happening. There's nobody in the back. Nobody else is at the restaurant because who cares, right? Like it's just us, and we spend hours. And you look up, you're like, wait a minute,
Right.
it's
Hours
3
later.
o'clock. We've been here since 11. You know,
Yeah.
so it's just
Staff trying to check it. They just like, are you leaving? Are you leaving?
The waitress comes over.
right.
Yeah.
Why are you here? I'm
Yeah.
not hungry.
Right.
Listen.
I'm not done
In New
yet.
York, they had a time frame, so it was like you were
yeah.
there, but once your time frame was up, you were out. Like it wasn't like they were giving you as much time
That's
as you
why you
wanted.
got to book 2 reservations. Just
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
That's smart.
You gotta,
I didn't know that one.
That's
That's
your
smart.
hop.
Yes.
Her name, right?
Yeah,
Right.
that's a real bruncher.
I love that. I mean, it just sounds like the brunch table for all of us, whether newly arrived as adults, moving from the kid table to the adult table, or like just being ingrained in your experience growing up, is a place where we come together and we connect. And for me, it's usually women. Like, rarely do I brunch with men, you know. I mean, maybe traveling out of town, but rarely do I brunch with men. So the sacredness of the conversations with the ladies has always been, like, super fruitful and just warm. Yeah. Kind of like Adun Spice Co is.
Yeah.
Space is so
Yes.
warm.
Yes, it
All
is.
right. So, growing up, did y'all have, like, a sacred space, a mother, a grandmother, a church home, or whatever your religious practice is, where women gathered to kind of talk?
The kitchen.
Ah,
Yeah.
The kitchen.
Kitchen. For me, we hold Sunday dinner every Sunday with my in-laws. And it's interesting because the women gather in the kitchen and the men gather in the living room to kind of talk sports
They get
and
out the way,
things.
right?
Yes, because they know we talking about them.
Yep.
And they like, well, let's get out of the earshot because we ain't gonna be able to come in
a
and
special walk outside.
Or
yeah.
survive.
Oh yeah, you will not survive. Keep it going, brother.
Yeah.
But yes, in the kitchen where the food has been made. Just kicking back and talking through our week and everything that we've gone through and what we've experienced, and just giving a little bit of insight to each other.
that giving part. So how did this shape you? Like, when you think about this question, how does this shape you? How has it shaped you? How does it continue to shape you? What would you tell our brunchers about the importance of these spaces?
I would say it is a place of wisdom, being bestowed upon you, just even in just the slightest things. Being still, being understanding of what someone's day might be that's different from yours. And just a lot of gratitude.
I'm going to take a bite off of the kitchen because that was my sacred place as well. Actually, oddly enough, my grandfather was a chef. But my mother, my great-grandmother, not my grandmother was not the cook. But my great-grandmother, my mother, my aunts, all of that, it was always the kitchen. And not only did we learn how to treat a man, how to handle a man, but there was also an unfortunate side of things where I saw the toxicity that was passed down from generation to generation.
Straight from the kitchen.
Very real.
In the kitchen.
That's real.
You know? And it taught me how I want to move. It gave me a tradition of submissiveness to my man, but it also showed me like, all right, I see what you're saying, but I'm not going to fucking do that because I don't care. And we're not like... I take what you're saying and I receive that, but I'm going to do things a little bit differently.
Yes.
So I think, you learn habits in there as well as insight.
For sure.
Oh, that generational piece.
So-
Oh, that's a whole nother podcast. We're gonna talk about it.
You're like, you went through what?
Right.
Giving us
And
the
then
key.
you're like, what?
Why?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think about, I want to veggie back off of that one too. But the kitchen, like when we think about the space in a home, like the kitchen for me represents the soul, it represents the heart, but it also represents the mind. I feel like if you can gain some kind of rhythm, flow, control in the kitchen, like that's you. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we are the kitchen of our own lives. And so for me, it was a challenging space growing up in the kitchen, especially like learning how to make things my own way, like being able to feel free to play. For me, it was this space of my command center, and so as I got older, I developed a different kind of relationship with the kitchen where it was like, man, like when my kitchen is in order, my life is in order, It's just like that. It's just like that. Yeah.
Do you have anything to add?
No, I have a lot of things to say because I'm like, I was hella shallow because brunch was just about being cute.
And it's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong at all.
But, like I said, as I matured, especially moving here, it's been an opportunity to connect with a lot of different women. And I did have more of a co-ed experience, though. I think I just wanted to speak to that. But again, moving into more intentional conversation, not trying to find a man or attract a man at every time you have a meal.
Everybody is not out here posturing for men.
Yes,
exactly.
That is correct.
Exactly.
But what about the kitchen?
Yeah. So
what
the
was
kitchen,
sacred to you?
So for me,
These questions are there. I have to be mindful because I'm a Navy brat, right? And I moved around a lot. So I have these centralized kitchens that are still here. Both my grandmothers are still alive in their 90s.
Amen.
And on my dad's side, that was that kitchen where I couldn't wait to come home to see my grandmother and my aunts and family. So it was always but that was the hub. And she would say, oh, we'll eat for maybe like a special family meal or whatever. We're going to eat at 3. It's 7 o'clock before we eat.
Oh my God.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But I knew when I came back, it went from waiting on a plate to you gonna help out in this kitchen.
yes.
I guess I am an adult now. So the kitchen, and on my mom's side, it was a smaller family, and I just have more memories of my grandmother and her sister bonding there, Aunt Jerry holding a glass of buttermilk and whiskey. It was more just the frying the chicken, very, very Southern roots, right, were more present on my mother's side. So the kitchen represents stability for me. Knowing that I can come to Cleveland and this house is the same versus having, I don't know how many different residences in my youth. So it's about stability for me.
Okay, well,
beautiful.
good question.
Sure.
If the kitchen wasn't like that sacred space, what was the sacred space for you?
I
Or was it still the kitchen, even though you
I
were
make
like
sacred
moving?
spaces wherever I go.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that's like the beautiful part of it. Brunch is an opportunity to create a sacred space with the people you choose, not the people you were given.
Right.
And I think, obviously we can have brunch with the people we were given too.
Right.
But at a certain point in our lives, we also choose them, right?
Absolutely.
Because I know Aquia said once, it's about the invitation. And I think when we invite each other very intentionally, very much so, I want to spend time with these people.
Yeah.
It's
It
different.
feels good. Yeah.
It feels good. Yeah, it's like the chef's kiss. All right, let's go a little bit deeper.
Yes.
So why do you believe Black women especially hold these spaces so close, so sacred? And why are they just important? Like, y'all can expand on that in so many ways, especially given that so many Black women just lost their jobs because there was, DEI was, banned or removed across many organizations.
That these spaces.
Yeah, why do you believe that Black women guard these sacred spaces?
I said it before. I think when we were going to test runs, because we didn't have spaces,
Yeah.
right? We were relegated to the kitchen and the back door, and we couldn't sit at a fancy table somewhere in Brooklyn or Manhattan or wherever. And so we carved out these spaces, right? It's just what you said. You learn lessons, and maybe some of it was toxic, some of it you have to unlearn. But that's what I feel like these spaces are so important for us, because we get marginalized.
Yeah.
We don't get heard. I love Bell Hooks. She has a number of writings to talk about this. I think her book is called Ain't I a Woman, right? And she breaks it down. If you haven't read the book, read it, listen to it, whatever. But we have had to piggyback on other struggles, right? And so this brunch is ours. We're able to do this, whether it's here.
BruncHER's apostrophe S.
BruncHER's is ours. And I'm going to leave that alone.
I definitely agree with you. We don't get a lot of spaces and time to unwind, right? Like, I know all of us have so many different things going on in our lives right now. And so to be able to do this and also hold space for one another, I think, like, brunch is where we just get to release.
Yes.
We're not even brunching right now, just so you know. And the whole vibe has changed. After we've sat down, we ate a little bit, we had some cocktails. When I walked in, the last fucking thing I wanted to do was talk to y'all. Sorry.
That's why I lit that sage. That's why I asked for my
I was barely
energy.
hanging on.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone was on the same page.
Absolutely, 100%.
And now that we're sitting, it's completely shifted.
Yeah.
The energy, the vibe, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we ain't even got no eggs.
We're just here.
And we ain't got no eggs.
We got some pastries.
We do have some pastries.
We have brunch yesterday.
Yes, yes. So the sister is a supporting Black women. Her name is Chanel Charcuterie by Chanel SH. Not instead of CH. Shout the sister out.
We give thanks. Thank you.
Shout out
along with
Chanel.
Cheers to Chanel.
Cheers.
Cheers to Adun.
Cheers to Adun.
All right, y'all. So we're going to keep the conversation flowing.
Yes.
I mean, someone said this, right, where we are marginalized, we are pushed down. One of my big things, and even talking to y'all and when starting this podcast, my view of it is, in a world where you're born at 100, Black women are born at 50. And then when we are over 40, we're pushed down even further. So we are born into a deficit, not one that we created, not one that we earned. Right. And in fact, it's only one that we will and continue and have always overcome. But that doesn't mean that there's no impact to us. So in this world that makes us seem invisible, because we are not. Absolutely. How does coming together like this restore us, especially for women over 40?
I'll take a bite.
Restoration. Yes.
I think it's validation.
Very good answer. Very good response.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even in search of something, or it's more of like, I'm going to tell you this, and you're going to either tell me, ooh, I've dealt with that, or ooh, I know somebody who's dealt with that, and it's gonna validate my feelings, not to become victim, because you're never a victim. I don't do victims. I will never fall victim. It's not for what is it? Victimism?
Victimhood.
Victimization. Yeah.
It's for, okay, now I understand that people actually feel these feelings. Now how am I going to navigate and set boundaries or do whatever the thing is to move past this moment, now that I know that other people deal with that.
Yes.
It's a stealth moment. Like,
Yes.
all right, bet. Now I know how to move.
Yeah.
Yes.
You did
I'm
what?
good.
Did that work for you? Now
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna
All right, cool.
give them it.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z, or I'm gonna fall back and let it be what it is. Like it gives you validation and guidance on how to handle whatever situation.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
That is so true.
Yeah. I would say that guidance piece, you know, it's like and guidance comes in so many ways. You know, it might be a direct statement to whatever it is you're saying. It might be you listening and then you're like, ooh,
Right.
that was for me. You know, it's very validating. It's affirming. It's to your point when you talked about when we came in, you know, it's like, when we're out in the world, it takes a moment to get grounded again because you're still processing whatever just happened, all the things that just happened before this moment. And so it takes something to like let it simmer, ease into it. And then it's like, okay, you had a drink, you had some snacks, you know, like it's a way to comfortably begin to engage in the sisterhood again, you know? And I think that piece is necessary in a world that feels so.
Chaotic.
Yeah.
It's like coming in from a cold day, you know, into a very warm house.
Yeah.
It's shelter.
Yes.
You know, like I feel like y'all are sheltering. You know, you come into the doors of Adun again. It's warm, y'all. I love this space so much.
warm.
But you do come in, and it's like the world is chilly. And it is chilly for us, even when it's 85, 90 degrees outside, which it was today.
Yes.
Here in
I'm
Cleveland,
like, she's
October.
really hot because all she's talked about
I
It's
think
warm in here.
I mean, that might be my personal summer happening.
No,
I
it's
am
getting
over
hot in
40.
here.
warm figuratively
Figuratively.
and
Is
literally.
Is that a hot flash?
Yes.
Is that a hot
It's
flash?
Cleveland, October.
And we're in an old brick building.
It's amazing. But to me, shelter is the word, and I love the validation piece that you mentioned. It's not a misery loves company thing, because even when we come in here excited and full of joy and vigor, that also is very much so sheltering and encouraging and all of that. And so it just goes both ways. You just want to know that there are people out here that get you.
Yeah.
That's what it is for me.
yeah.
It's like, y'all get me.
Yeah.
We love
Yeah.
you too.
Yeah.
And I also just want to say, like, that's why I was thankful to be able to move to Larchmere, because this is where I originally wanted to be.
I remember.
And I was like, I don't know how this is going to happen, but something took me to Van Aken for a little bit, and I was able to come back here. And, you know, it was autonomy for me. Being in a space that was just so full of noise and just ruckus, I was like, this is wonderful that I'm able to expand my business, but I need a space that is going to be warm and welcoming to everyone.
Yes.
Who needs to feel welcome.
Yes.
And I think that's why it's like, when you said like this is an old building,
Yeah,
I think it needed to be.
it did.
Oh.
It did.
Like,
Let's not talk
That's
about
what I
vintage.
wanted.
love
Like-
it. Yeah.
like
it's
Van
true.
Aken, it's all brand new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing
true.
wrong with you,
Yeah.
but
It needed to be seasoned.
needed it.
Like we are. Like we
If you
are.
need that seasoning, go to Adun Spice Co.
It did.
Said, BruncHERs, we've said that this is your table, that there is an apostrophe S to this, and that the brunch table is about memory. It is about connection. It is about legacy and restoration. It is about y'all. All right. Thank y'all so much.
Hey, woman.
So we are going to move into our
part.
Ask Auntie segment with our baby girl here.
Okay.
Baby girl,
baby
Breon.
Baby girl.
And so
Let me see you do your dance.
this segment is really meant to lift and encourage our nieces
Right.
to get there, to really get over the hurdles, hopefully, that we have been through, so that y'all ask us some questions, and we're gonna answer with intention. We're gonna answer with our experience. We're gonna answer with just know-how. We are gonna move into our Ask Auntie segment. This portion of the show is a lot of fun. We get questions from you all, our nieces, to us so that we can help y'all get to where we are, which is an amazing space as beautiful Black women over 40.
The fourth level.
The
fourth level. Yes.
Hit 4 on the elevator, y'all.
Listen.
Well, almost
Hit 4
5.
on the elevator.
Super Mario.
Bree, our resident, Bree is our resident niece, and Bree is going to ask us your questions. Ooh. But we want you also to send us your questions. Send us a DM. We will link our handles in the show notes. But we are looking forward to hearing from y'all because we want to answer your questions. So, what you got for us, Bree?
Y'all had questions. I'm going to ask them.
Yes.
How do you know when it's time to leave a job? I've never had one.
How do we know it's time to leave a job? There's a number of different things. If you don't have a purpose in your job, you need to leave your job. If you're not being paid fairly and you happen to see someone's salary that's making more than you doing the same job, time to leave your job.
Leave that job.
Leave that job. If you're not happy, leave that job. And I know I don't mean that to say flippant. You can't leave overnight. A lot of us are not set up that way. But I've worked with the same company literally since I was a sophomore in college, and I've had 11 different promotions. I constantly move throughout this company, and that's the most important thing for me is I've been learning. If you're not learning, time to leave your job. Mm-hmm. If they're not believing in you, and you have to believe in yourself, right? But if they don't see your value, it's time to leave your job. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes if you get complacent and you know you should be on level 12 and you're on level 2, it's time to leave your job.
Absolutely.
It's about moving, especially if it's not your company, right? Mm-hmm. Get the fuck out of there.
And these are for our ambitious women out there, okay?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's not talking about y'all slackers, because I know there's ones out there that just think that they should hop from job to job to job to job.
Yeah.
No, she's talking about intention here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I mean, even my slackers, sometimes you're just not in the right role. It took me that long to figure out what the hell I wanted to do. Yeah. I just happened to work for a company that was really flexible, and I'm watching them grow. And maybe my ideals aren't always aligned with them, but if it was that terrible, there's no way I would have stayed this long or returned after being an entrepreneur for 2 years. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I went back to get my master's, and we'll talk about that later.
I think that's like a super valid point. Yeah. There is a knowingness about you, but I do think to Bree's point about the slackers, you check yourself, right? Yeah. For me, I am always evaluating, like, have I done everything that I need to do, right? Have I pushed myself? Have I dug a little deeper into my own personal ambition for the work that I'm doing out here in this world? And I'm going to say this, people will ask you what you do for a living. I travel for a living. I work to make money. So don't mistake the thing that you do for money as to how you make a living, because you live every single day. And it's probably not with what you're doing, unless you bless like Ramad or you bless like Bree or, some of the many other of us who are literally living in our passion and making money from our passion. Your life is not to make money. So, and I'm a little bit off topic there, but really look at yourself and evaluate. Do your self-evaluation, because it's real easy to point the finger.
Absolutely.
Am I doing what I'm supposed to do? Did I push as far as I could go? Do I have a chip on my shoulder because I'm a Black woman, right? Because that can happen too, right? It's not to say that there aren't things that happen to us that aren't, don't justify our thoughts.
Yes.
But sometimes our thoughts are preceding that action, and we have to know when the thought is preceding the action, and we're creating that.
Yeah.
Self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah. So check yourself, go through the evaluation, right? Sit down, get with your girls in brunch.
Yes, that part.
Feedback, right?
Talk it out. Talk it out.
For sure.
Yes.
You need to be open to feedback. I feel like especially Black women, there's always like this, no, that's not me. No, if I beg people, tell me what I'm doing wrong.
That's you.
Yeah.
Please. Because I need
She
to
really
know.
does do that.
And if I find it of
use,
I will take that in and I'll make it my own. I'm not going to do exactly what you tell me to do because you're not me, babe. Right. But I'm absolutely going to be open to that feedback.
Absolutely.
To accept criticism.
Absolutely.
I think I should mention too, I stayed comfortable because, again, I was in Houston. It's a different environment from a corporate perspective. I have Black managers, probably the first 10 years of my career. Used to call them momagers, mommy at work, but my introduction was a Black woman who taught me a lot. And then I ended up having more of a mentor boss. I won't shout her name out, but I love her dearly. And she is the COO of a financial institution in Houston. And when I tell you, I learned so much poise from her. I learned what not to say in meetings. Yeah. And let's be honest, I'm in white spaces, right?
Yeah.
And she protected us. She had a really great team. But that's what mattered. And when I finally, got more mature in my career, earned those officer titles, and had my first non-black woman who was a white man, it didn't work out. Yeah. Within 4 months, I was out of there. But because I had played my cards right, earned a reputation for being a go-getter and doing things, HR moved me with no question. I went back to my project management corner, right, which is fine, but that also made a difference. I don't know if I would have lasted that long. Right after college, but it was a very comfortable environment. So even if you're not reporting to someone that looks like you, they need to have your best interest in heart and be in alignment. That's also very important.
I get that. Yeah.
For sure.
All right. I'm going to pass this over to you. Second question.
Pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side. You know what I mean?
This is
Jamaican, Jamaican.
Uh-huh. Oh, this is about dating. Come on. Dating. Do things get easier in your 40s?
Things get easier in your 40s if you did your work in your 30s. Okay.
Clock that seed.
Okay. Because sometimes we ask questions having not done the work to get the kind of results that we actually desire.
Work though.
Work. Whoosh, yeah. Whew. There's some inner work. Okay. So we are Black women. We talked about this already. There are different kinds of traces of hurt and pain that we have experienced from relationships, generationally, some things that are not even ours, that has us act a particular way or act out in a particular way. And sometimes we need space to actually process for ourselves. Am I ready? Do I know who I am? Do I know what I want? And do I love myself unconditionally? Right. You know what I mean? And having that work. And also, am I just desiring to be in a relationship because everyone else I know is in one? Or because everyone else has ... Because sometimes it's not even really authentically, we're just not authentically there. You know what I mean? And so being able to do that self-assessment, doing that work will always equip you because you'll know who's for you, who's not. Right. It'll feel right or it won't. And if it doesn't, you're much quicker to be like, all right, that's fine. Yeah. You can end it quicker because you've done your work versus feeling like you have to settle still and keep settling, you know?
I love that. I'm happy you did.
We're going straight to your ass.
This one, she knows all my dirt, y'all. It's ridiculous. I will say this. It really does. What Aquia just said is so poignant. Dating in my 20s, I was reckless. I made so many mistakes. But it was all. And then dating in my 30s. So as time progressed, as I did my own work through self-healing books, I can give y'all a list. And I don't like even call them self-healing books. They're just literally spiritual books that tap you in. Right. And I say I don't like to call them self-healing because there's just this idea around self-healing books, right? But the idea is to tap into yourself. When I became very clear that I was my own problem and I started doing my own work and loving on myself more, the types of men I attracted got exponentially better with time.
Absolutely.
And so I will say to what Aquia said, yes, you have to work on you. But my focus was me. When I said earlier about being men-centered, a lot of my youth was men-centered because I was seeking this validation, right? I was seeking this approval. My father wasn't there when I was growing up, so it was okay, what can this guy tell me, right? What do I need to do? And so when I started focusing on me, when I became Haja-centered, and I said, let me do my work for me. Let me clear my mind, clear my space. Every man in every decade has become better. And now it's just a little slower. So what's happened is because I've done, all of this healing, and this is not to say, because I know somebody out there going to be like, well, you picky, you that. No, it's not. No. It's I am peaceful.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's FULL.
Yes.
I am full of peace.
Yes.
So I refuse.
Yes.
To take less than what I deserve.
Talk your
Amen.
stuff, boo.
Amen. And on that,
talk it.
So yes. No. So real quick, let me just put a pin in that. It does get better when you date yourself.
Yes.
When you love yourself.
It does. Date yourself first.
I agree with that.
Yes.
I agree with that wholeheartedly because that is what I tell women who are like, well, how did you and McKinley do yada, yada, yada. I'm like, I was in love with me. I was enjoying me. And McKinley was like,
oh, I want some of that.
but not only McKinley, other brothers was like,
Right.
But I had to realize, you know, who was in line with me at the time. And it was like, okay, this is where I want to move. I'm going to see what this is like. We going to work this out. But I'm doing me.
Yes.
I'm the most important part right here.
Yes.
The
most important part.
The reason I asked about the work, because therapy is not always accessible to everybody.
That's
I wish
right.
it was accessible, especially in our communities, but it makes such a difference.
It does.
Right? It makes such a difference when you have an actual licensed therapist, not just some kitchen backyard. And I am not gonna discount therapists and nail techs
And the counselors, though.
who have sat and held space, but it's important to work because there are, especially our communities, we have a lot of trauma that we don't give names to, right? Until we're much older.
Yes.
So to that question, I believe dating gets easier because we've had more time with ourselves.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
We've had more time.
Much more
We've
time.
had time to learn what we don't want, what doesn't work. And even if you're starting over in your 40s dating, just knowing that, like, we age pretty good.
Yes.
Take care of yourself.
Yes. Yes.
You can still find what you want.
Yes.
It's
true.
Right?
But it's true.
yes,
Very
The
true.
darker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
Yeah.
So what's all the ones?
Yeah.
All of them.
I mean,
All of them.
longevity is in our DNA. It's just, it is
is.
what it is. And I think that's the beautiful journey, is that we mature. We really are. We had time to learn even the vocabulary of being in love with ourselves. I wasn't thinking about that in my 20s because, you know, I'm like, I'm a model, I'm cute, I don't need all that. That's superficial bullshit.
Yeah.
I wasn't loving Aunty because if I was, I would have made the mistakes in my 30s that I made, right? So that's just my answer. I think that it gets easier because you've had more time with you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I hope y'all
Yeah.
taking notes.
That was
Yeah.
good. I was
Yeah.
actually going to do a little recap. The first answer was know your worth, right?
Yes.
That's when you need to, when you know your worth, that's when you know you need to leave that job.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 2 on the dating side is these ladies
Know your
are
worth.
saying you need to love yourself first before you go seeking love for anybody else.
Yes.
Enjoy
When
you,
love,
boo.
Yes.
right? When
Yes.
you love
All
yourself,
of you. All of
Having
you.
your own
you
place.
attract
All of you.
what
Yes.
you want.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm actually gonna direct this to you first. Children and career. Do you ever feel like you had to choose?
No. I've always been career centered, but I always said if the opportunity comes, we are open to bringing life and loving life, that new life in our circle, in our family. But we're also okay with being auntie and uncle.
Yeah.
To all of y'all out there.
Like it's okay being
It's
auntie
okay.
and uncle.
It's okay being
It's
auntie and
okay.
uncle. And for me, I recently had myomectomy a year ago, where I had 6 fibroids removed from my uterus. And so it was like, you know, I've taken the steps to do what I need to do to make my uterus healthy for new life. If God so sees fit, it is what it is. In the meantime, I'm gonna love on the babies that are in our life.
I love that.
Which is
I love
very
that.
needed. You know,
Yeah,
I have,
so
I have a
Yes.
beautiful collection of aunts, related and not, and it makes a major difference.
Yeah.
They're needed. Yeah, they are in need.
I would have loved to stay rich auntie.
And give it right. Give those kids back the fuck.
I'm like, and they get to go home. Yeah.
Right.
And y'all get to go home.
But
It's
man,
funny. I'm gonna speak for Bree because Bree has two little ones, and she chooses her children and a career.
Yeah.
always.
Oh, literally,
You don't have to
I've
choose
watched
between
it.
one or the
I've
other.
Somebody
watched
actually
You
said to
don't.
me like,
You don't.
Yeah.
"You always got your kids. Well, where the fuck else
They're my
would
fucking
they be?
They're mine.
Where else-
Where would they
Where would they
be?
be?
I'm
Where would I
confused.
put them?
Or I was actually at the park also. I get this all of the time, and it's so odd to me. Like, she's like, "You're strict." She's like, "You seem to be like the person that would be like, well, who's there? And if whoever's there, you wouldn't let them go. Why would I?"
Right.
I have walked, and this is my mother, that is my heart, my ride or die. I could get teary-eyed right now for how much I love my mom.
That's beautiful.
if somebody's at her house that I don't fucking like,
Yeah.
my kids aren't going.
Yeah.
And that's nothing to do with her. That's nothing to do with them. They are black little boys.
Right.
I don't need the impressions of the chitter chatter or whatever. I don't need any of that. I don't need to be undoing things at home. None of that. I'll just not go.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
okay with me.
Yeah.
But as for holding off your career for a child, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not doing that.
Listen.
Yeah.
These kids are going to fucking come with me. They're going to come with me, and I say fucking a lot. You'll notice that.
Fuck yeah.
But I'm the same way.
They're gonna
I'm the
come.
oldest of a single mom who was married 3 times.
that part.
If that makes any sense.
Right.
Yes.
My mother, I was always by her side. It
Raised some
definitely
kids already,
molded me as a woman.
Yeah.
You're coming.
To understand what and where I needed to be, how I needed to be in certain spaces, and just continue to be able to grow. Like my grandmother, she was a lawyer. She ran one of the first mental health agencies here in Northeast Ohio. Like, I would never hold back my career just because I have a child. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
everything that I do, my child's gonna see and is
Absolutely.
gonna
And I think-
take
And you
with
never
them.
know.
Yeah.
Like, just like you said, the fibroids and everything.
Yeah.
I never knew. They told me I couldn't have kids.
Right.
So when I was pregnant,
And you're like, I can have kids.
Oh, okay.
We can talk about disparities.
yeah, like,
Talking about disparities in like health data, you know, I'm not gonna throw the baby out, excuse the pun, with the bathwater, but a lot of that stuff doesn't apply to us because
Yeah.
our bodies have been reduced to experimentation. They want to tell you things. So
All
I
right,
chose.
other episode.
No, well, I'm just saying, but I'm just speaking on the career path. I was 35 when I
okay.
gave birth, right? And I didn't want kids until I met her father.
Yeah.
And my life changed, and so I ended up moving out of my amazing manager relationship for more flexibility to work from home.
Yeah.
So, but we're fortunate because our mothers, they had to choose.
Yeah.
A lot of them had to choose. Grandmothers, absolutely,
Yeah.
you weren't doing both.
No.
You know.
And I
So-
actually think that's very valid too, because we're in 2025. If you have in your mind's eye that it is a decision between career and your child, make sure that before you even worry about that part, that you have a support system.
Exactly.
Right?
True.
Because the whole idea is, and if you are a woman out here and you want to have a child and you don't want the man to be around or whatever, still your support system is crucial to raising that child.
Yes.
So whatever you do, if you have that support system, Bree has an amazing support system. I had a good support system when my children were little because I was also a single mother. But just think
I'm not a
through
single mother.
that part.
You said I'm
I-
also a single. You said
I
I'm
am a
also
single mother.
a
she-
single.
I wasn't.
Oh, I was like,
but I am
I'm
now.
not a single mom.
Yeah.
I mean,
but just make sure that your support system is solid. Go ahead.
Yeah, make sure your support system is solid. And then to your point, Bree, and yours, Vermont, I think the bigger thing, the additional piece too, is bring your babies with you.
Exactly.
I
Because
love
the
that.
reality
Yeah,
is,
let
if
them
we
see.
are not, that is what creates the unnecessary suffering.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
it's literally like you get what you're shown.
Yes.
And so if you're only shown, I'm at work, I got to go to work, but you never see the world of
What is
work,
the work?
Yeah.
because it's like you're at home and they're at work, and it's like your relationship to work gets very warped.
Yeah.
And I think we need to be real with each other. Like if you have a business, they need to see what that world of business looks like so that they can learn on the ground.
Yeah.
If you're in a corporate position, figure out a way to get that baby there sometimes, because otherwise there's just this disconnect. The last thing I'll say is anything in life you have to choose.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean you have to choose one or the other.
Yeah.
It just means you have to choose. So if you want to, that's right. If you want to double dutch. If you want both, take both. If you want 4, if you want 5, it is literally up to you, but the reality is you got to choose, and then you also have to do whatever is required to build that community. Even if you don't have community right now, it's not like it's always going to be that way. But if you have this burning desire of like, I want X, Y, Z, whatever it is, whether it's a child, whether it's something else, if you have this burning desire of like, I'm going to get that, I'm going to make that happen, then you also have to have an equally burning desire to know you can't do it alone. And so I'm also willing to do that work to start building community. It might feel uncomfortable in the beginning, you know what I mean? And that's fine, but just pace your way into it. The same way we paced our way into this conversation. And we didn't jump out the gate super comfy, you know what I mean? Like, and we're still getting comfortable, but it doesn't mean to not keep showing up and watch the episode or to keep playing towards your life, keep playing, you know? So just wanted to name that too.
All right, so we're going to move on because Taja's about to lose it.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
If you can.
Some more
If you
wine,
can,
and whatever that
just
is.
have the baby. And
If this
keep it
is your
moving.
question, have the baby.
Oh, and community doesn't always mean family. Okay?
That is
absolutely.
correct.
That's a
And
good
look,
point,
community
too.
comes in
Yeah,
all different forms.
very true.
And on that,
Okay.
there you
All
go.
right. She's out. Y'all, Niecy Poo here. Whew. Y'all get
I told you I ain't want no kids.
kids.
I told you fuck them kids. I ain't want no kids on this pot.
No, we love her so much. Okay. So we are gonna move on. I promise this is a pin. What Akuya said just reminded me of opportunity cost. There is always an opportunity cost. And what you are doing and having a baby is going to cost you some sort of opportunity, but that is okay. Just like us going to work is an opportunity cost. There's something, essentially, if you don't know what opportunity cost is, essentially what an opportunity cost is something that you are not doing because you are doing the thing that you are doing. So there is a bit of a trade-off, but that is okay because that is life. You cannot be here and in London at the same time.
That's right.
It's an opportunity cost. You chose it. All right, we're going to move on. We have a closing ritual here where we leave something on the table for you. We are going to give you a word. Each of us is going to give you a word, and we are going to pass the plate. This is our pass the plate segment. Okay, I am not going to start this pass
I feel
the
like I
plate.
need my tambourine.
Yes!
Just like a little, just so I can.
Ramad, what are you...
Where is the mini mic?
Oh my God, don't hurt that mini mic. You do
That
have to
was
bring
my
it.
favorite.
You have to bring it. What are you leaving on the
I don't know
table?
the mini
Let's
mic.
pass this. Let's pass this, the plate.
What am I leaving on the table? I say just find calmness.
Ooh, calmness.
Find calmness in this life that we're living right now. Find some peace and just calm and quiet.
Ooh,
I like
we
that.
need that
Is
right
that
now.
too many
I like
words?
that. No.
It was a lot of
But-
words, but that's
No.
okay.
It was
That's
It was
okay.
good.
What you
But
leaving on the table
calmness for
you?
sure.
Well, man, okay. I am leaving presence and recognizing that as we continue to cultivate our presence, there's no rush for anything. There's just opportunity.
Don't rush, baby.
Don't rush.
I
ain't
don't
going
know
nowhere.
What do you have?
Slow it down. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
I'm leaving the word sex.
She would.
Well, okay,
She been
maybe
holding that in.
pleasure.
She's a freak.
No, you already said sex.
Sex.
She's a freak.
I mean, okay, as
she
a
said that
woman
on the pre-read.
closer to level 5
Which
than
I
the
don't
rest
like.
of y'all, that's important. You know, I just feel like from an anatomy and an Ayurvedic perspective, it's important as we age to make sure we're using
Proper.
We love
You don't
that.
use it,
We
you're
love
losing.
that.
Keep them holes.
It'll get flabby and weird, and it won't be good.
them
No, I don't know.
holes
I am
open.
not there yet. I just think
Break
it's
your
important.
back, baby.
Okay, y'all.
Keep
Thanks.
them cobwebs.
We get thanks. We get
at
thanks.
bay.
Down, girl.
Over 40 needs some too. Okay.
I'm skippy. Oh,
I am going to leave swaddle on the table. So this is going to, right.
There's so
Let's
many
go deep,
ways.
y'all.
So many ways.
Swaddle. If you are an African woman.
Swallow?
Swaddle.
I knew it. I was
Well,
waiting.
it did
for
move
it.
off of
I
her
was
words. So.
waiting for it.
This one, y'all, is a
what did you
whole
say?
nother-
Swaddle.
Swaddle.
Oh, I thought
I'm
baby.
over here.
I'm like baby.
I'm over here like,
That's what I heard.
Swaddle. Okay, so let's talk about
Sorry.
this particular episode is about how sacred the brunch table is. And when I think about everything we've talked about today and I think about my personal experience with you ladies walking through these doors. I don't say it to blow smoke, because I don't blow smoke up nobody's ass. I feel swaddled. I think that's the word that I was looking for earlier. Is just that cocoon that you only get when you're a baby, if you're fortunate enough to have a mother who swaddles you. So I want to leave swaddle. Find your space, find your community, and let them swaddle you a little bit. I mean, and you can swaddle with your man and swallow with your man and all that other stuff in the sex part. But you know, I'm just saying. I said swallow, man.
I don't need to be swaddled with my man. I need
to
swallow your man as well.
God.
Great.
The brunch table is sacred and nasty with these ladies. But go ahead, Bray.
I'm a Scorpio, baby.
Look, I'm over here like, go.
We call them Scorpios.
Drink up, baby.
Okay. Bree, what you leaving on the table?
She got 2 kids. I mean, come on. She had to.
What are you leaving on the table,
Had
Bree?
When they said I couldn't.
That part.
Okay.
That part.
I'm gonna leave action on the table.
Okay.
Action and leave that job. Action and have those
that
kids.
Start that job. Start that
Start that
business.
There's so much, and I hear it all the time. It's just like you're being held back from things. Nobody's holding you back from anything but you.
Yes.
If you want it, go get it. If you need it, go get it.
Yes.
So take action.
Action.
Absolutely.
We got
Love that.
action, swaddle.
Sex.
Presence.
Calm.
Woo! BruncHERs, we have given y'all a mouthful today. And we're going to give y'all a few songs. We're going to close out with a few songs, and then we're going to wrap it up. But we want to leave y'all with a little bit of old school stuff from our coming up in the 80s, except for this one. Our coming up in the 80s, we're going to leave y'all with Before I Let You Go by the incomparable Maze featuring Frankie Beverly. Let's hum it, y'all.
That's the wrong song.
That's not that one. That's a different one. I was like, that's not it.
We did that before.
Damn it.
What is the song?
What is it? You know it.
Before I let go.
That part. That's it.
It's
Yes.
before I let go.
That's what
that's
it is.
it.
That's it.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, the line
That's
dance.
it.
Right.
Yes.
Before I let go.
It doesn't hit as good.
Yes. Okay. The next song we're gonna leave y'all is one of my very own favorites that I would rock to all the time. Mary J. Blige, Real Love. All right,
searching
y'all.
for a real love.
Real
brunch. Real brunch.
And the last one, we don't want this in our brunch food, but we gonna
Feed
leave
me
y'all
with their fork.
with a classic from Blvd.
Poison.
Poison.
Hit me with the licks.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Shout out to Adun Spice's Ramon Wiley.
out to
Thank you so
Adun.
much for your beautiful welcoming
Thank you,
us
thank
into
you,
your
thank you,
space.
thank you.
And it's also Ramon's birthday.
What? Oh
Happy birthday.
42 in this boy.
Yes.
Can we shout out that?
Still
Can
on
we?
the fourth floor.
Right.
Yes.
Can we shout out that Bay like snuck in on you?
Okay.
Here.
Hey, babe. And finally, we want to say, please join us on our socials. We're going to link everything in the show notes.
In the show notes.
That's what she said.
Clothes in the club showing nuts.
Show
In
nuts.
the show notes.
Show
Please
notes.
follow us, share, like, follow our YouTube so you can get access to all the episodes. Y'all BruncHERs, this is for you. This is your community. Apostrophe S. Just remember, BruncHERs, we're all about you. And shout out to Breakthrough Sounds Production for helping us through this journey. We love them so much. We are closing this table. Cheers!
We'll see you at the next one.
Have sex.